Keep the good times poppin', pop, pop, pop.
Now we are cooking with gas. We've done that a lot.
Yeah, in a manner of speaking.
Ah, good one, good one.
Yes. Hey there, good timers. Coming at you with another defensibility check. It's been a while, so we're going
Too
to
long.
come out swinging with possibly the most defensible Lego set
That
castle
is
ever produced.
obviously not true.
Witch's Manor.
Defensibility check
6087.
19.
Defensibility check 19.
Snap.
So,
Without further ado, let's dive in. Accessibility. So, as we can see, it is built in quite the mountainous region, if you will.
and in a rather mountainous fashion.
Ah,
Oh, yes.
so I think right out of the gate, we've got to address something. This is not a manor. It's not.
No, there's hardly rooms. There's hardly a set. It's basically like you got a burp lot with a couple of Fright Nights thrown in.
Yes, very poor manners.
Mm-hmm.
Within the first few pages of the instructions, we see a couple of arches, a couple of black arches put down on the base plate. And then as time progresses, we see those cylinders there, the columns. So that room that you end up constructing, it's entirely unusable because, oddly enough, the entrance inside of it is higher than the, in air quotes, wall surrounding the manor.
There are no roofs. There's hardly walls. There are neither. No, let's see. There are no roofs to this manor house. There's a couple of arched cave-like walls, but there are no roofs. You're exposed to the elements.
Exposed to the elephants.
Look out for those elephants. Exposed to the elephants. That too. That too.
This whole building is just non sequitur. There's no real entrance or exit. I mean,
No rhyme, no reason.
Right.
I've heard it explained as ruins, but
I wouldn't want to even live in what this could have been.
we have some inaccessible levels. Both the second and third levels to this place are unreachable by any believable means other than a witch helicopter or a dragon.
Or a dragon. We also have an inaccessible winch system, perhaps inaccessible to anybody who does not have magic at their disposal.
It seems like couple Fright Nights could climb up there, grab onto the cylinder, and jump off, maybe to lift it because it's a hollow rock. I don't know. They may need the dragon to do it.
We have a fireplace and lots of torches, but there's no chimney. So wherever the fire is, it's just going to get really hot and really smoky.
Now, that fireplace is, in fact, a positive. It makes it a very homey living quarters in addition to those
on the opposite wall is a
potions.
skeleton.
Yes, yes. It makes it want to stay a while,
We have a lockable jail cell.
so to speak.
That's pretty neat.
We have actually, it's more just like a cattle gate to
Yes. I couldn't squeeze through those.
obstruct you. You could squeeze under, I'm pretty sure. Or
I don't think so.
climb over. Okay. It's about as accessible as the other room.
It's, yeah, probably easier to get into the jail cell, though. Yes. We also have a studio, a place for potions and dark magic scrolls.
Now, one thing that's great about the one door in here, the grate, the Wolfpack floor that they use, is it is lockable.
It is lockable.
You've got a little piece of rock and a McDonald's hinge that can lock your gate there. That's pretty cool.
Accessibility, -8, +4, net -4. Let's check out defensibility.
The walls are hopelessly short. The crenellations, likewise, when you can find them, are hopelessly short.
There's no real gates to speak of. There's moving rocks, and as we mentioned earlier, the entrance to the prison cell. But other than that, there's not a lot of separation.
There's the spinning skeleton fireplace.
That's not really a gate.
Well, I mean, it's all
Uh.
eye of the beholder.
Now,
Defensibility is in the eye of the beholder.
we have bad tower placement, if you can even call that a tower. The visibility is just an absolute nightmare.
It is not there. Not there.
And I mean, the rock faces are scalable, but they don't even need to be for an attacker to get in easily, because look at the wall. How high is that?
1 brick.
That's about as high as...
The 90th anniversary if you climb that tree.
Exactly. Climb the tree. If you need to get in, climb the tree. We do have that skeleton. We've brought him up a few times. It could deter some...
I'd be spooked. I'd be spooked away.
Really?
Yeah, that's a scary skeleton. Spooky. Now I'll mention that the blind spots, we neglected to mention the blind spots. There are a lot of windows and holes, but there's also a ton of blind spots from how many big ugly rock pieces.
It's also, as we mentioned earlier, built in a mountainous terrain, which can have some defensive advantage.
We have seen some other excellent manor houses that you'd actually want to live in, built in crazy places on top of mountains. So that's super defensible.
Defensibility, -6. +2. Net, -4. On to offensibility.
I mean, if anybody actually wants to come here, they're going to have to deal with a dragon and a witch helicopter and some very scary traps. Do not stand on the yellow footholders.
Well, he's not in the picture right
yeah,
there.
right there, but you're
So it's
supposed
just
to
going to
put
hit
there.
him.
Yeah, he's just going to get crushed. But you can get trapped inside
Boogie
this
boogie.
rock. I really doubt the effectiveness of that pulley system up there, feeding the chain through a couple of studs in that narrow arch. We could test it.
We could. There are no machicolations and no arrow loops to speak of, really, whatsoever. But we're not really expecting that because we don't really know what to expect from this. Is it a manor? Is it a castle? Is it ruins? What are you? Our initial total is -5.
Frightful.
Nightful. We have a witch, which provides
Evil magics.
evil magics.
Lots of evil magics. And it looks like science. Yes, who are
Science
you?
is evil.
So wise in the ways of science.
Our final total is -5. This manor, castle, canner, massel does not pass.
Not even close. Not even as a manor.
No, this is very poor design, even beyond the pieces used. Like, where are we? What are we?
I think this may be the worst Lego castle set of its size.
It is at least the ugliest.
Like, name one that's worse. Just
We tried saying
Yeah.
perhaps the Hemlock Stronghold. No,
No,
the
not
Hemlock
even.
Stronghold is better than this. And that's saying a lot. Because the Hemlock Stronghold is bad.
Yes. Yes.
So there you have it. And stay tuned for our next Def Check, where we will discuss normalization of the occult in 90s children media. Keep the good times poppin'.
Pop, pop, pop.